We're already having such a great time
I'm
down
so
here.
glad you're
Cookin.
here.
Hey, how you doing, Doug?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine.
This is
it's nice
Larry,
to
by the
see
way.
you. I'm Larry, and this is Doug, and
We're
this is
Cookin'
Cookin'
Cheap.
Somebody sent us a look at this.
Look, I got
Kitty
one
cats.
too.
Isn't that
I got
sweet?
a Pengy card.
You got penguins because you collect penguins. I got a
do.
kitty cat. And here, you can bring your penguin over, and they can see
There they
yours.
are, and it's from...
Gumpy Granny.
Well, I think we should just ignore that.
Good old Gump.
Yeah. Forrest Grumpy.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Welcome.
I thought
we
it
already said that. Didn't
Oh,
we?
yeah. I thought it said Grumpy.
Well, everybody knows I have a kitty cat or two, and so
Yeah,
I used to have more, but unfortunately they're all getting old and passing away.
Oh, well.
But aren't we all? Let's see what we're going to do on the next Cookin' Sheep. I mean, on this Cookin' Sheep.
That would be the witch.
Let's see. Maybe the witch will be flying through. See, I told him I was going to give him that cue, and then I didn't say any of that. All
There
right.
you go.
Huh?
Here.
Get rid of her.
Bye.
Now.
Oh, nice catch.
Good catch. Got a new person up there in the...
Excellent. Bravo.
In fact, we have several new people on the staff
I
now.
know.
Guys, my little brother, little Ned, used to be as ugly... Not that one.
Oh.
Used to be as ugly as a mud dauber.
Oh,
But
what?
a mud dauber. That's one of those little wasps, one of those little ugly wasps they used to have in toilets.
I'm from
But
the city.
somehow, through the years, he turned out to be the handsomest one in this family.
Well, there you go.
Just goes to show that you never know. You never know.
Uh-uh.
So here's my question. What kind of foods could you prepare that sound awful, but turn out to be just as pretty as my brother, so to speak? I'll be watching, but I hope you'll do this soon, as I have not paid my cable bill, and they're just about ready to cut me off. Arthur Penelope, Short Pump, Virginia.
Short Pump, Virginia.
Short Pump, we get a lot of letters from Short
We
Pump.
love Short Pump.
Funny you should say that, whatever it is you just said. I'm going to do...
Anything.
Are you ready for this?
What?
Asparagus bunt cake.
No.
Let's hear it, guys. How's it sound? Sent in
Smartly done.
But now here's the good news.
Yes.
It was sent out by our good friend Robert Lamb from up in Harrisburg, and Robert
Hallelujah.
has never sent us a bad recipe.
No.
It doesn't matter how nasty it sounds. It always turns out.
How stupid we
How
are.
stupid we are doing it. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing a potato, onion, and tomato gratin.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad. But now listen to this.
Yes.
The very lovely Doris will be in after a while. She's lucky. These recipes are so long. We may have to butt 2 shows together to get it all done. Asparagus par excellence. I have no idea what that is, but anyway.
No.
How would you like a cake that starts out saying, first, boil some asparagus?
That's scaring me to death.
I don't know, folks. This is a strange one. So I have lightly boiled these things, and I'm going to put them back here and do that. Now, here's the other funny thing. It says, boil the asparagus, and then you know what you do?
You grate it.
You grate it. How do you grate a limp asparagus? So anyway, what we decided to do, and I did this at home, and I'm going to do it now, is what we decided to do.
Well,
Hang on, Doris.
Such trouble right now.
Is we're going to go on ahead and do it in the food processor.
Oh, you do
What?
that with such style.
What do you mean,
and grace.
Don't tell me. I've done this cake. It's fabulous.
I can see.
I know what I'm doing. She does. She was belching or something. I don't know what she was doing. She went. Now, where's the top? Oh.
Watch it. There's one. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I'm going to start mine. I've had it.
Why don't you go ahead? Oh, it's unplugged itself.
Oh,
No, that's
well,
not
that'll
it.
do it.
Stop! Well, you know, the thing doesn't work right. Oh, that's great. Look at this. What in the world's wrong with it? Would you start?
Okay.
Do something.
What you do is you peel a pound of potatoes, and we're going to slice those thin. We're going to slice a medium onion thin, and half a pound of tomatoes. Now, this is kind of a rotten time of year for tomatoes, so you do the best you can. But let me tell you, this thing, I did it last night, and it smells absolutely divine. So thank you, Kay McCrory of Yardville, of New Jersey. It's a beauty. Yikes! Yikes, we're falling apart down here.
Oh, we're not. We're just in a hurry. There's an
okay.
awful lot to this.
So that's all I'm going to be doing, Larry, because I know yours is going to take forever. It's a riot. Wait till you see it. Woo.
Okay, first thing we're going to do is take a big old bowl.
Good start.
Some of the guys in the back got a little excited when I said that. And we're going to mix up all of our dry stuff.
Oh, we're going to get
First thing we're going to do, 3 cups of all-purpose flour goes in there.
As opposed to one-purpose flour?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
2 cups of sugar. I actually have pre-measured some stuff. Problem is I forgot where it all is. There's that.
Oh,
We very seldom ever pre-measure stuff on this show because people get, think we ought to, but, we don't because it's in real time. 2 teaspoons of baking soda. 1, 2. A teaspoon of ground cinnamon goes in here. You're not going to believe this. This cake smells fabulous. Of course, when excuse me, when you got all that when you got all that stuff in there. A teaspoon of salt. You got some salt over there?
Yes, I do. Here you go.
All right. Thanks for sharing, buddy.
No problem. That's what I'm here for.
All righty.
I
Teaspoon
wondered
of that.
what I was doing here.
Oh, half.
Oops. Well,
How do you get a half out? There we go. All right. Excuse me. I was
make a double
going
batch.
fast. It's a
No.
half a teaspoon of salt. 1.5 cups of vegetable oil. This thing has enormous amounts of everything. Well, first of all, I'm going to mix all the dry ingredients. Now back to Doug. Go ahead,
Okay, I'm slicing away over here.
Doug. What are you baking, by the way?
I am making a potato, tomato, onion gratin, and here's a little story for you. You use goat cheese in this. Do you like goat cheese?
No.
Oh, I love goat cheese.
I like almost any kind of cheese in the world. I do not like goat cheese
Well,
because it's real smushy.
Well, I have to tell you this story. When I went down to Hilton Head Island to do a production of Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you care. And so anyway, there's not much to do.
As I recall, you were so good in that.
I was fabulous. But anyway, there's not much to do in Hilton Head except go to restaurants. And I went to this wonderful restaurant, and my friend Alice Burlinson and I discovered a goat cheese salad that was to die for. So I've been a big fan of goat cheese ever since, and so I was so thrilled when this recipe came along because it has the dreaded goat cheese in it that Larry hates.
I don't like goat cheese. I don't know why. It's just it's mushy.
But it's
terrible.
baked, so it melts.
Okay, I'm going to start putting some of the liquid stuff in here. We start out with 1.5 cups of vegetable oil, and we're going to add 3 eggs. 3 eggs. 1. I should do these in a bowl first. Everybody gets on to me all about it. Suppose you get a bad one. Well, we throw this away. 3 beaten eggs. I'm going to beat them right there, all right? Yes, you're right. I forgot. It is 3 beaten eggs. Thank you. Would you see that Jim Hammerstrom gets this
Oh, I'd be delighted.
half container
Here
that
you
he's
go,
been
Jim.
irritated with me about? And let's see, what else? A can of, the asparagus. Ooh.
The asparagus puree.
I'm telling you, yes, boy, this is going to be good. You just know this is just going to be delicious. Look at that, boys and girls. Oh, a couple of big pieces.
You're lying, aren't you?
I don't think we want that. Better not do that. Well, it's peculiar looking, but it sure does smell good. I will say that. Not the asparagus, the cake. All right, that goes in. All right. Go ahead, Doug.
Well, I'm slicing my tomatoes. That's all I'm doing in this.
All right, that goes in.
Thank you for
And
staying
then
with me.
one of these little 8-ounce containers of undrained crushed pineapple goes in there. And that goes in next.
Isn't he our sound guy?
This just goes on and on and on. 1.5 tablespoons of grated orange peel, and that's about 1 whole orange I discovered yesterday. And let me see, I think I'll do it on this side. Yeah, and put that in. And just kind of go round and round and round.
Oh, this is just a lot of work, isn't it?
It's a great deal of work. All right, but we're hoping it's going to be well worth it. It does have a lot of really nice stuff in it.
Mr. Lamb has never failed us.
No, he never really has. Of course, we hope that he's well.
Yes.
I mean, he may have eaten this cake and, well,
Of course, he may be so tired of us.
perhaps he's not around anymore. So, no, we hope that Mr. Lamb's around to see this recipe.
Well,
this
that's
takes
nice
just a
layer.
little bit. There's just no shortcut to it. You just have to grate it. It's getting real slippery at this stage. Who would like a fresh orange to take home? Anybody?
It's good. We all have colds.
Citrus is good for you. All right.
All...
Everybody's got a cold.
I know. You can't get rid of it.
So anyway, there's that. I'm just going to start mixing this. I'm going to get this mess out of here.
Oh, this is so annoying.
I'm just going to start mixing this. Now, I got more stuff to go in there. Don't get excited. But I think I need to start mixing it around. Doesn't that look wonderful? Look at this. Look at this.
Oh,
look at this.
Comments. Ew.
People are seeing all that green stuff coming up. It's sort of like pond water.
What it reminds me. Remember that ugly soup I did?
Oh, it was dreadful.
Yeah.
Looked even worse on television. You know, a lot of things look better on television.
That looked
but
worse.
that does not look better on television.
You want me to go ahead?
You ready to do something?
Uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, spray a 10-inch baking dish. This may be a little bigger. And you put in a layer of potatoes. And this is what you're going to do. You're just going to be layering this thing. It's almost like a vegetable lasagna without all that nonsense. And so we're going to do that. And on top of your potatoes, are you worn out already, Bly?
I worked myself into a froth.
Well, Lord. Well, it looks better than your batter. But anyway, then you take a layer and layer your, no, forget that, folks. Take the onions and cover the potatoes with the onions. Now, you know this is good for you, don't you? He's not paying any bit of attention to me, which is really par for the course around Larry.
Sweating like a pig over here.
Okay, now you're going to take a dash of nutmeg on top of your onions.
Oh, excuse me.
Now, some
Shot.
fresh cracked pepper. Look, a nice little Christmas gift I got this
Did
year.
you? That's really swell.
Isn't that neat? And you put some pepper on.
Obviously a pretty good friend. Looks like they spent more than $3 or $4.
I know, like you.
On you.
Right. Some salt. And I couldn't find lemon thyme in the store. Could you ever heard of lemon thyme?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
As a matter of fact, I grew some in my little herb garden a couple of years ago.
Well, that does me no good right now.
No,
so.
let me go home and see if it came back up
Okay.
again. I'll be back in about 20 minutes.
Great. So I took...
Did you find some at the store?
I got some thyme and I got some lemon peel. I figured it's close enough.
Well, that's pretty good. Can't do any better than that. Go ahead.
And then you put that on, and now you put your tomato, a layer of tomatoes. Now you're going to repeat these layers, and this is working out a whole lot better than the one I did at home. And then you're going to start all over again with potatoes. And here we go.
Oh, don't tell me you're going to start that again.
Yep. I'm sorry.
All right, while you're doing that, can I do something real quick?
I wish you would.
I have to add the last two things to this, which is 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. 1, 2, and 1.5 cups of chopped pecans go in here at this point.
Lovely.
And now that's the last thing we have to mix up in there. So we're going to mix that up real good, and then we're going to prepare a bundt pan in a couple of minutes, and I'll show you how that goes in there. And then the only other thing I'll have to survive or live through till the end of this day is some icing to put on it. And that's usually pretty simple. So there we go. Mix that up real good. Now back to Doug and his exciting stacking
Here
operation.
I go with the nutmeg again, a little dash of nutmeg, some thyme. If you have lemon thyme, it says use, what, a teaspoon? Something like that. Yeah, a teaspoon of lemon thyme. I don't have it, so we'll just have to live with my made-up concoction here.
What are you doing?
And your tomatoes, and the other part of the tomatoes, and you're going to end with tomatoes. And, oops, I didn't have enough tomatoes. Oh, well, you'll get the general idea. You remember him, general idea? Okay, didn't go over.
Wasn't he related to General Mills?
Right.
And General Motors, I think, was also his son, but I'm not sure. I'm spraying a bundt pan, and I'm going to take just a little bit of flour, and we're going to flour it
Easy for you to say.
Look at this.
Oh, well, we're doomed.
Oh,
We're
some of these
doomed,
old
we're
Tupperware
doomed,
things
we're
do wear
doomed.
out after all now, don't they? All right, we're going to put that in there. All right, now I want you to see this. I'm going to put this in right now, and I have time to mess around. This goes in the bundt pan, which has been floured. Look at this. Isn't this a beaut?
Yummy,
And you
yummy,
see,
yummy.
you could still see the green stuff floating around in there. You're going to be surprised, folks. Mr. Lamb knows his stuff. I'm
Yes, he
telling
does.
you.
Sad but true. Didn't he do your cucumber thing?
Huh?
Didn't he do your cucumber bread?
Was the cucumber bread from him?
Was that him?
Yeah, it was, and it was fabulous. And you know,
It
I
sure
fed it to
was.
some people that didn't know what it was, and they loved it. They thought it was great. There you go. Put
I
that
thought that was
in a
good.
350-degree oven for about an hour. Mine took just a little bit longer than that. My oven's usually pretty hot, but yesterday I found my oven took about an hour and 5 or 10 minutes to get it so that it'll break apart on the top. It'll get a break in it, and you can kind of tap it, and if anything taps back, it's not done. So I'm going to take this, I don't know where I'm going to put it. I have no room left to put anything anymore.
Sort of like Ann Miller. Doesn't she tap back?
I'll be back with the icing in a minute.
Okay.
What you doing?
I poured in a half a cup of wine. Ha ha. You know, that's,
In yourself or in the recipe?
well, okay, a little bit of each. And now you're going to take, I crumbled up your goat cheese. Don't look. I know you don't like it. And now 6 tablespoons of Parmesan you put on top.
Mm-hmm.
And then you bake this at 400 degrees for, they say 45 minutes, or until everything is, the potatoes are tender. Oh, I forgot, I lost count. Oh, well. And that looks good. Well, what the heck. Oh! And you bake it. I did it for 45 minutes, and I kept looking at it, and the thing never dried up on me, but the potatoes became tender, so I figured it's pretty much good enough. Oh, okay. Oh, you're going to have an accident there. I don't think your hoogies are in tight enough.
Oh, they should be. In just a couple of minutes, I'm going to make a real nice little icing for this. But right now, let's go to the Cook Sisters. I bet we thought we'd never get to the Cook Sisters today, but Cook Sisters are coming to help us out. And here they come. Right
Time, baby.
I hope so. Rocks,
Yo.
what's in there?
Well, I think
it's that rabbit that
Oh,
from
it's
that
my aunt.
magic show you worked on for years.
Oh, I
now
was
we
in-
finally
I was-
found that rabbit.
I was an assistant, you know.
Oh,
They used
really?
to cut me in half.
Oh,
There was twice as much as me as it goes around.
I'm not going there.
Okay.
Hey, Rock,
Yo.
I have a tip for you.
Oh, well, I hope so. I hate to think I drove all the way over here for nothing.
To determine... You're still driving at your age?
I know. They keep giving me those
That's
licenses.
a frightening prospect, folks.
Mhm. Stay off the roads.
To determine if an egg is fresh, immerse it in water. If it sinks, it's okay. If it stays on top, it's rotten. Throw it away.
Oh, yeah. Well, you float in the tub, too. I've seen
And
you.
all
Does
I
that mean
have-
you're rotten?
It's been a year since I floated.
Oh, okay.
I'm Tootsie Cook.
I'm Roxy Cook,
And
and we're the Cook Sisters.
There you go. What,
And
look at what you have, Doug.
Isn't this
Isn't
pretty?
that absolutely full of
And
gorgeousness?
I think it just smells. Give it a
And
big
of
old
course,
whiff,
I had to
would
get
you?
my head in it, huh?
Want to give a big old whiff of it? It really smells great.
Smells like a goat.
Oh, he is so full of it. Okay. Go ahead, Lair. Make your icing.
All right. Well, I'm getting ready to make just a little icing to go on this, and then we'll get Miss Doris. And by the way, you want to give your recipe while while I'm getting my act together on the confectioner's sugar? I'm still
Okay.
trying to open things.
Potato, onion, and tomato gratin, non-stick cooking spray, 1 pound potatoes peeled and thinly sliced, 1 medium onion thinly sliced, 1 teaspoon of lemon thyme, salt and freshly ground black pepper to taste, dash of nutmeg, half a pound of tomatoes thinly sliced, 1/2 cup dry white wine or vegetable stock, 1/3 cup goat cheese crumbled, and 6 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. Yum.
Well, here I am back doing this again. I can't believe it, but I'm getting ready to make the icing that goes on this, and it calls for 1 3-ounce package of cream cheese, 2 3/4 cups confectioner's sugar, 2 tablespoons grated orange peel, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk. And I'm working on this right now. And let's just go ahead and see if we can get this done. I'm fairly close to it. Milk. This is going to go everywhere. I just know it is. I need to put in there a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Oh, it's coming along. We really needed just a little bit more orange, but we'll make do with what we have. All right, let me put some vanilla extract in there. Just a little bit. Would you take that cake out of there for me and bring it over here? Thank you very much, my lovely assistant, Doris, who is going to be with us in just a second. This is what this looks like when it comes out of the oven. Ain't it something?
It's lovely.
And then what you do is you take this nice little icing and just kind of drizzle it around.
Ooh, the dreaded drizzle.
Just like you normally do with any bundt cake. Take a little time. I don't have any,
Here,
so
I have some
I'm
time
not
over
gonna.
here.
Lots. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, Doris, there you go. Fabulous. We hope, anyway. We'll find out. Would you like to put that over on the
I'd be deluded.
table over there? The very lovely Doris is here. Hi, Doris. Well, isn't it pretty looking? It's a little limp looking, I'm afraid.
Aren't we all?
I had to, well, mine,
Quickly.
I know. I had to do a fourth. I'm not going to even read the thing off this
just
time. I'm just
read it.
going to, no. I'm going to say that you had to use frozen asparagus, and I wonder if you can't use fresh one in it. And I took a fourth a cup of diced onion, 1 green pepper to chop, fresh ground pepper to taste, half a cup of water, 2 10-ounce packages of frozen, no salt added asparagus spears, 2 teaspoons diced pimento, half a teaspoon crumbled tarragon, and 2 teaspoons finely chopped parsley. And I had to do this a couple of hours ago, so it's all on top. But the tarragon, they say to put on, I don't know when you're supposed to put it on. You don't do it while you're...
Maybe you're supposed to put it on yourself.
I know, the last minute, but wouldn't you think they would cook into it instead of
You would
sprinkling
think
it on
that you would
top?
want the tarragon to
See, and
be...
it doesn't tell you what to do with that part of it.
Well, it certainly is real
So,
pretty.
and let me try to heat it up. It's kind of...
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Thank you, Doris.
You're welcome.
Oh, I didn't give mine. Asparagus bundt cake. 3 cups all-purpose flour, 2 cups of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, half teaspoon of salt, 1½ cups vegetable oil, 3 eggs beaten, 2 cups of grated fresh asparagus, 1 8-ounce can of crushed pineapple undrained, 1½ teaspoons grated orange peel, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1½ cups chopped pecans. The icing, 1 3-ounce packaged cream cheese, 2 3/4 cups confectioner's sugar, 2 teaspoons of grated orange peel, teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk. Now, you'll have to admit that looks like a very pretty cake, doesn't it?
Yes, it is. I just broke
And you
it.
see, it looks just exactly like it's falling all to pieces. What happened there? You destroyed it, getting it out of there.
All to pieces.
Well, I don't have a fork, but I can use a spoon. That's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I found my fork. It was under my plate. So this has got goat cheese in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can ignore it, though.
Well, no. I'm not like you. I'm not going to put my nose up and say I'm not going to eat it just because it smells like fish.
Tastes like goat cheese. This is good.
I think I like goat cheese
Less.
baked.
Better than you do.
Yeah.
Well, I can understand
Really,
that.
that's not bad that way. I just think it's pretty overpowering, but there, it's pretty good.
Well, you have all that other stuff with it.
Well, tell me about the cake. What do you think of the cake?
Well, let me get to it.
Oh, we got to get to it. Oh, gosh.
Well, you know, he's done it again.
Does it taste like cake? Does it really taste like cake?
It was delicious.
Let me try some. Asparagus cake.
It's delicious.